becomes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready? Go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe two-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. On play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bulldogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Phillips. Got the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. It appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Nowhere to go.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Mung. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Rashad Downs going up top. With the catch, it's Watson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They booted away on 4th down. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed behind the line. It's Arrington. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Taken down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Turning it on. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first down. Maybe a crease. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Still looking to his right. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Touchdown Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score on this next possession.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going to the air. But, oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Watson. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. But a little time, lets it go. That one's not even close.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the run, it's Phillips. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. This rivalry has a deep and storied history, plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Pushes toward the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Yellow Jackets sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are.
Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with the big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Drives inside. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. It's amazing how played by it. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The fake wants to throw. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Out wide right, it's Phillips. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The throw. Left side is Dickens. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They'll run the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Throws it off the RPO. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Rolls right. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Follows his blocks. It's Phillips. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Off play action. Gets rid of it. Right on target this time. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Way off target there.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it. Sees some running room. There he goes. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, They want more before they go to the locker room. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have...
Beck's going for the goal line. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Watson. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off.
Running free. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Flip it out to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Hokies on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Atlanta. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime he is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right side, it's Arrington. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Hits the hole. It's Phillips. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Making the adjustment on the play. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Phillips. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Phillips. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the
and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. First play of this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. The snap sets up to throw. Floats it out in space. Could not make his way to the corner. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Georgia sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarring it loose. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Handoff to the single back. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Sells to fake. Out wide left, it's Wiley. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
On the ground, it's Phillips. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Number 38, set to kick this one over.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking for an alley. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Quick handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times they're fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to fire deep. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on you.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're going to run it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Number 37, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Left side, it's Newton. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the single back. Defense all over him. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Out wide left, it's Newton. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Turning it on. The 50. The 30. At the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Powell. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Plows his way ahead. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.